Hello students, today we discuss multiple choice questions on the topic differentiation. In all there will be 3 such sessions. So let us start today's lecture. The first MCQ, f of x equal to x minus mod x is, what are the options? Differentiable on R, continuous on R, differentiable at x equal to 0, discontinuous at x equal to 0. You should remember the theorem that every differentiable function is continuous, but the converse is not true. Means what? If a function is continuous, it need not be differentiable. In fact, to prove the converse, we consider this function only, f of x equal to mod x. So here x and mod x are definitely continuous on R. So x minus mod x is definitely continuous on R. So the correct option is B, Bombay. This one, the function f of x equal to mod of x minus a is, option A, continuous at x equal to a but not differentiable at x equal to a, discontinuous at x equal to a, differentiable at x equal to a, discontinuous at x equal to a but differentiable at x equal to a. See, modulus function mod x is continuous at x equal to 0. So mod of x minus a will be continuous at x equal to a. But as seen in the first case, this is definitely not differentiable, right? So the correct option is A, Ahmedabad. Now this is an important one. Let f of x be ax square plus 1 for x greater than 1. F of x is x plus a for x less than or equal to 1. Then f is derivable at x equal to 1 if a equal to. Now a function is said to be differentiable if its left hand derivative is the same as right hand derivative. Now it is given to be differentiable, so equate. Now for left hand derivative we consider this function, derivative of x plus a is 1 and that of ax square plus 1 is what? Twice ax. Now at x equal to x equal to 1, so put x equal to 1, that gives me a equal to half. So the correct option is B, Bombay. The next one, f of x is what? 1 minus 2x minus plus 3x square minus 4x cube up to infinity for x not equal to minus 1, and for x equal to minus 1 it is 1. Now what is 1 minus 2x plus 3x square up to infinity? Remember, it is 1 plus x raised to minus 2. Why? We have seen binomial theorem for any real index. It is 1 plus x raised to n is 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 upon 3 factorial x cube and so on. So if you put n equal to minus 2, you will get this only. So I can say that f of x is what? 1 upon x plus 1 square for x not equal to minus 1 and is given to be 1 for x equal to minus 1. Now clearly this limit does not exist, right? So if the limit does not exist, then function is definitely discontinuous. As the function is discontinuous, it cannot be differentiable. Why? Because if a function is differentiable, it has to be continuous. Though the converse is not true, but here the function is discontinuous, so it will be not differentiable. So the correct option is B, Bombay. The set of points where f of x equal to x upon 1 plus mod x is differentiable is, clearly denominator is 1 plus mod x, so denominator can never be 0, right? Now I can say that f of x is what? X upon 1 minus x for x less than 0, because mod x is minus x for x less than 0 and mod x is x for x greater than or equal to 0. So this is the given function. What is the derivative? It is actually I have not written that step, but by quotient rule you should be able to find derivative of this as 1 upon square of 1 minus x and x upon 1 plus x as this. Okay. Now clearly the derivative is defined for all real values of x, and the set of real numbers can be represented either by capital R or this same rather open interval minus infinity to infinity. Why open interval? Because infinity is not a real number. Next one, if f is a differentiable function of x, then value of this limit is. What are the factors of a square minus b square? A minus b into a plus b. Now limit of product is product of limits. Here I can evaluate the limit directly by putting h equal to 0. So fx plus fx, that is 2fx. But from the first principles, this is f dash of x. So the correct option is B, Bombay. If f is differentiable function of x, then value of this limit is. Now function is differentiable, right? So this limit exists. Now you will notice that this is 0 by 0 form. If you put h equal to 0, you get fx minus fx, that is 0 by 0. So clearly it is a case of L'Hopital rule. What is that rule? If function is of 0 by 0 form, then how to evaluate the limit? Find derivatives of numerator and denominator separately. Remember, no quotient rule. So what is the derivative of numerator? F dash of x plus h minus f dash of x minus h into derivative of x minus h, which is minus 1, upon derivative of h 1. Remember, h is tending to 0. So we have to differentiate with respect to h and not with respect to x, right? Now we can take the limit. To take the limit means to replace every h by 0. So that gives me f dash of x plus f dash of x, that is 2f dash of x. This is a good one. If f of 0 is 0 and limit f of x upon x tends to 0 exists, then this limit is equal to, see, limit x tends to 0, f of x upon x exists, f of 0 is given to be 0. So clearly this is a case of L'Hopital rule. Now for that I have to differentiate numerator and denominator separately. So this limit is what? Limit x tends to 0, f dash of x upon 1, that is f dash of 0, and therefore the final answer is f dash of 0. So what is the value of limit? It is f dash of 0. The correct option is B, Bombay. Again read the sum and solution. See, this limit exists. So 0 by 0 form. So this has to be 0. Yes, it is given to be 0. So find the derivative. Simple. Because as it is 0 by, as it is of form 0 by 0, we can go for L'Hopital rule. Okay. All these sums are important. I think this was asked 3-4 years back. Fa is given to be 2, f dash of a is given to be 1, ga minus 1, g dash of a 2. Then we are asked to find the value of this limit. Again, this is 0 by 0 form. How to decide that? Simple. Put x equal to a. Yes, 0 by 0 form. So we use L'Hopital rule. What is that? Find derivative of numerator and denominator separately. G dash of x constant, derivative of fx, f dash of x, derivative of x minus a 1. Now take the limit. To take the limit means to replace x by a. So this is the value of limit. All these are given. Substitute, simplify to get correct answer as 5, which is given in option B. If ddx of x minus tan x plus 1 by 3 tan cube x is tan raised to nx, then n equal to. Now this is basically a sum of trigonometry. What is derivative of x? 1, of tan x, sec square x. What is derivative of tan cube x? 3 tan square x into sec square x is given to be this. Now the rest part is trigo. So I take minus n common from two terms to get sec square x minus 1, which is tan square. Now this is tan square sec square. I can take tan square common to get in bracket sec square minus 1, which is again tan square. So I get tan raised to 4. Tan square is tan raised to 4 equal to tan raised to nx. So that gives me n equal to 4. So the correct option is A, Ahmedabad. Derivative of f of x is obviously f dash of x. The relation f dash of a plus b is f dash of a plus f dash of b is true if f of x is. Now consider these options one by one. You will notice that for option f of x equal to x square, what is f dash of x? 2x. What is f dash of a plus b? 2 into in bracket a plus b, that is 2a plus 2b. What is f dash of a? F dash of a is nothing but 2a and f dash of b 2b. Yes, they are the same. So the function must be x square. Correct option is B, Bombay. Now, if this sum is asked for 2 marks, 1.5 mark for laws of indices and only half mark for derivative. So use laws of indices. X raised to a upon x raised to b is x raised to a minus b raised to a plus b. A raised to m raised to n is a raised to mn. So x raised to what? A square minus b square and so on. Add all the indices to get 0. X raised to 0 is 1. Of course, we assume and it must be that x is not equal to 0 because x raised to 0 is 1 if and only if x is not equal to 0. So what is derivative of 1? Simple, 0. And rather derivative of 1 is 0. So the correct option is B, Bombay. Again, this is a sum on laws of indices. I write x raised to b minus a as x raised to b upon x raised to a, x raised to c minus a in this fashion. Observe, same for these two. Now here I multiply numerator and denominator by x raised to a, here by x raised to b, here by x raised to c. Now denominators are equal, so just add numerators. So that gives me 1. Now y is 1, so it is dy dx. Derivative of any constant is 0. So derivative is 0. Correct option is A. ddx of tan square 2x minus tan square x upon 1 minus tan square 2x into tan square x into cot 3x equal to. What are the factors of, in fact, I have begun with, let only this part be y. I haven't considered cot 3x in initially. What are the factors? A minus b, a plus b. Now I rearrange the terms so that this is of the type tan alpha minus tan beta upon 1 plus tan alpha tan beta, which is tan of alpha minus beta, and this is what? Tan of alpha plus beta. So tan of 2x minus x, that is tan x. This is tan of 3x plus, rather 2x plus x, tan 3x. So it is multiplied by cot 3x. So tan into cot is 1, tan 3x into cot 3x. So ultimately the function to be differentiated is simply tan x. And what is derivative of tan x? Sec square x. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. The derivative of tan 2x into tan 6x into tan 8x with respect to x is. Now this can be differentiated as it is because we have formula for derivative of UVW, but options are not in that form. So I use this fact that 2x plus 6x is 8x. Take tangent ratio, tan of alpha plus beta, cross multiply, rearrange the terms. So I get tan 8x minus tan 6x minus tan 2x for what? Tan 2x into tan 6x into tan 8x. You can read this. As I have expressed product as a sum or difference, differentiation becomes easy. What is derivative of tan 8x? Sec square 8x into derivative of 8x, which is 8. This has derivative sec square 6x into 6, sec square 2x into 2. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. If y equal to 1 plus x raised to 1 by 4 into 1 plus x raised to half into 1 minus x raised to 1 by 4, then dy dx is. Again, this is a sum on laws of indices. I take product of first and third. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Square of 1 is 1. Square of x raised to 1 by 4. I hope you won't say x raised to 1 by 16. It is x raised to 1 by 4 into 2. That is x raised to half. Now it is multiplied by this. Again same, a minus b into a plus b, a square, that is 1, minus square of x raised to half, that is x. In fact, the given function on simplification is y equal to 1 minus x. Differentiate. So what is the derivative? Minus 1. So the correct option is B, Bombay. The next sum. If y equal to x into cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 plus sin x, bracket complete, plus 1 upon 2 root x, then dy dx is. Now I have written this directly. See, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. What is cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2? Cos square theta minus sin square theta is cos 2 theta. So cos of 2 times x by 2, that is cos x, plus sin x as it is. Now differentiate. First into derivative of second, cos as derivative minus sin, sin as derivative cos, plus second function into derivative of x, which is 1. Now 1 upon root x means x raised to minus half. Its derivative is minus half into x raised to minus half minus 1. Now simplify this to get A as the correct answer. The next one, y equal to x plus root x upon root x plus 1. Now simplify the function. What is x? Root x into root x. So take root x common to get in bracket root x plus 1. This gets cancelled. So the simple function is y equal to root x. Derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So the correct option is D, Delhi. If ddx of x square e raised to x sin x is x e raised to x fx, then what is fx? See, we differentiate as it is. I consider first function as x square and second this product e raised to x sin x plus second function into derivative of first. Now what is derivative of e raised to x sin x? It is e raised to x cos x plus second function sin x into derivative of e raised to x, e raised to x. What is derivative of x square? 2x. Now observe this step. In fact, I have omitted one step. You should be able to read between lines. From this, I have taken x e raised to x common. X e raised to x common. So 1x goes in the bracket. So in bracket, I get x cos x plus x sin x plus 2 sin x. So effectively, what is f of x? 2 sin x plus x sin x plus x cos x, because they have taken x e raised to x in the answer. So what is fx? Fx must be this. So the correct option is what? It is A, Ahmedabad. See, if you think that you haven't understood this, then you can pause the video, again read the solution, and if you are satisfied, then only see the next one. Okay. F of x is ax plus b sin x plus cx plus d cos x, then the values of a, b, c, d such that f dash of x equal to x cos x for all x are. See, when you differentiate, you will definitely get a term in sine, but we want f dash of x as x cos x only. Is that clear? So this is fx. What is f dash of x? First function into derivative of sine, which is cos, plus second function sin x into derivative of ax plus b, which is a. Similarly here, first into derivative of cos, which is minus sine, plus second function cos into derivative of cx plus d, which is c. Now next step is important. See how I have written this. Ax cos x minus cx sin x plus there is a term in cos x with coefficient b plus c, and sin x has coefficient a minus d. In order that f dash of x is x cos x, we must have a equal to 1. Why? Because x cos x means 1 into x cos x. C has to be 0 because we do not want this term. Similarly, b plus c has to be 0 and a minus d has to be 0. So if you solve, because we know the values of a and c, so we can find the values of b and d. So the correct option is values of a, b, c, d are 1, 0, 0, 1. So the correct option is D, Delhi. This is again a good one. If f is an even function which is differentiable at x equal to 0, then f dash of 0 equal to. I repeat this again and again. Before you start solving MCQs, you should revise trigonometry, logarithm, and the most importantly, the topic function. If your concepts are not clear, you won't be able to solve these MCQs. What do you mean by even function? If for a function f of minus x is fx, it is an even function. Example, cos x, sin square x, x raised to 4, constant functions, etc. What do you mean by an odd function? I think I have included one sum on odd function also. But what is an odd function? If for a function f of minus x is minus fx, then it is an odd function. Example, there are many: sin x, then tan x plus x cube, etc. Now I will tell you one function, f of x equal to x plus 1, and you have to tell me whether it is even or odd. What is your answer? The answer is it is neither even nor odd, because for this f of minus x is neither minus fx nor fx. So there are some functions which are neither even nor odd, right? Okay. Now for even function, f of minus x is fx, differentiate. Derivative of f of is minus, rather derivative of f of minus x is minus f dash of minus x. Why? Derivative of f dash into derivative of minus x, which is minus. Is as it is. Now put x equal to 0. So minus f dash of 0 is f dash of 0. That clearly gives f dash of 0 equal to 0. So the correct option is A, Ahmedabad. If y is root of 1 plus 2 sec x tan x plus 2 tan square x, then y dash, what is y dash? Derivative. Derivative of y equal to fx can be represented by f dash of x, dy dx, y dash, y1. All these are derivatives of first order. Now, this 2 tan square x can be written as tan square x plus tan square x. So 1 tan square x will go with 1. So 1 plus tan square x, this as it is, plus remaining tan square. 1 plus tan square is sec square. So sec square plus 2 sec tan plus tan square is the square of this. But we want its root. So y is simply sec x plus tan x. Differentiate. Derivative of sec is sec tan, derivative of tan is sec sec, that is sec square. So take sec common. So to get in bracket tan plus sec, which is y sec x. Why? Because tan x plus sec x is nothing but y. So the correct option is D, Delhi. Y equal to x square plus 1 and u equal to root 1 plus x square, then dy du. Again, I am surprised that in many digest or even some books, they have taken at least 10 to 11 steps to solve this. This is not at all required. See, y is x square plus 1, but u is root 1 plus x square. So what is y? It is u square. So what is dy du? It is simply 2u. But what is u? Root 1 plus x square. So dy du is nothing but 2 root of x square plus 1. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. This sum I think I have already taken when I explained the topic derivatives. I think in third lecture. Okay. Y is given to be 4 raised to log of sin x to the base 2 plus 9 raised to log of cos x to the base 3. Then what is log 2 into log 3 dy dx? Now, what is 4? 2 square. a raised to m raised to n, a raised to mn. Now n log m is log of m raised to n. I have omitted those steps and directly written 2 raised to log of sine square. Remember, here base is 2, here also base is 2, plus 3 raised to log of cos square to the base 3. Now a raised to log fx to the base a is nothing but fx. So it is simply sine square plus cos square. That is 1. So y is given to be 1 only. You will also agree that if asked for 2 marks, 1.5 will be for logarithm and laws of indices, and only half mark for derivative. For that, you should know that derivative of constant is 0. Now we are asked to find log 2 into log 3 dy dx. This is 0. So final answer is 0. So the correct option is D, Delhi. Now e raised to sine of cosec inverse x. Now what is cosec inverse x? I hope you won't say cosec inverse x is 1 upon sine inverse x. That is absurd. Cosec inverse x is sine inverse 1 upon x. Now sine of sine inverse 1 upon x is 1 upon x. So y is simply e raised to 1 upon x. So what is derivative? Derivative of e raised to is e raised to into derivative of index. Derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. So the correct option is B, Bombay. Now I will give you some time, read the sum, read the options and read the solution. Okay, so we begin with this. Now dy dx, derivative of e raised to is e raised to into derivative of index. This is the index. Same logic for the next part also. What is derivative of e raised to? It is e raised to into derivative of index. Again, what is derivative of e raised to? E raised to into derivative of index x cube, which is 3x square. In fact, the competition is between B and D. Clearly number of terms in B is less because we have to differentiate 2-3 times. So the correct option has to be D, Delhi. Now this is again on logarithm and you should be able to add or subtract fractions. Why is this? Use laws of logarithm. So this is 1 upon 4 log of m upon n, which is log m minus log n. Differentiate. Derivative of log is 1 upon into, don't forget, into derivative of function whose log is taken. So into derivative of 1 plus x, which is 1. Minus 1 upon 1 minus x into derivative of 1 minus x, which is minus 1. What is derivative of tan inverse x? 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now if you simplify this, you will get this. 1 plus x into 1 minus x is 1 minus x square. Those two steps are not shown here. But if you simplify, you get x square upon 1 minus x raised to 4. So the correct option is D, Delhi. Okay. F of 1 is 3, f dash of 1 is 2. Then what is derivative of log of f of e raised to x plus 2x at x equal to 0? Now derivative of log is 1 upon into derivative of this. Derivative of f is f dash into derivative of e raised to x plus 2x. Derivative of e raised to x, e raised to x. Derivative of 2x, 2 into derivative of x, which is 1. So it is 2. Now at x equal to 0, e raised to 0 is 1. So f of 1 plus 0, that is f of 1. F dash of 1 plus 0, that is f dash of 1. 1 plus 2, that is 3. Now these values are given. Substitute them. So what is the final answer? It is 2, given in option D. So the correct option is D, Delhi. Now this is again an interesting sum. F of x is 1 upon 1 minus x. Then f of x. So it is function of a function of a function, that is composite function. Okay, so we begin with fx equal to 1 upon 1 minus x. What is f of x? It is f of 1 upon 1 minus x. See, we are given this, means whatever is written here, you have to subtract it from 1 to get denominator. Numerator is 1. So f of this is what? Numerator is 1 upon whatever is written here, subtract it from 1. Is that clear? Now simplify to get this. So again we have to find f of this. Same logic, 1 upon 1 minus whatever is written here, subtract that from 1. So if you simplify, you get x. Now we are asked to find the derivative of this, right? So what is derivative of x? 1. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. The derivative of, simple, derivative of f is f dash into derivative of this, but derivative of f is f dash into derivative of this. What is derivative of phi of x? Phi dash of x. So the correct option is this, that is C, Calcutta. Hope you have understood this. This is basically we have to consider this as u derivative of derivative of f of u. I have considered this as u. So f of u as derivative f dash of u into du dx by chain rule and so on. Yes, this is again an important one. See, if we are asked to find dy dx, then that job becomes easy. But here y is given to be log of 1 upon 1 plus x. Then we are not asked to find dy dx. Then we are asked what will be 1 plus dy dx. Interesting. See, y is log of 1 upon 1 plus x, means log of 1 plus x raised to minus 1. That is minus log of 1 plus x. Differentiate. So dy dx is minus 1 upon 1 plus x into 1. So ultimately this only. Now we need 1 plus dy dx. So I have added 1 to both the sides. So 1 minus 1 upon x, that is x upon 1 plus x. Now this option is not there. So again I go back to the original. Y equal to log of 1 upon 1 plus x to the base e. So what is 1 upon 1 plus x? E raised to y. You should know two forms, index form and logarithmic form. These are equivalent forms. So this is in logarithmic form. I have written the same in index form. Now replace 1 upon 1 plus x by e raised to y. So that gives me 1 plus dy dx equal to 1 upon 1 plus x is e raised to y. So it is x into e raised to y. I think this is given in D. Yes. The correct option is D. Yes, this is a sum on odd function. If f is an odd function such that f dash of phi equal to minus 2, then the value of f dash of minus phi is. Now function is given to be odd function. So f of minus x has to be minus fx. Differentiate. Derivative of f is f dash into derivative of minus x, which is minus 1, equals minus f dash of x. Put x equal to phi. Basically minus gets cancelled. So f dash of minus phi is what? F dash of phi. But f dash of phi is given to be minus 2. So this is also minus 2. So the correct option is D, Delhi. If y equal to sin x raised to log x, dy dx is. Here base and index both are variables. So we have to go for logarithmic differentiation. Log y is log of sin x raised to log x. That is log x into log of sin x. Now differentiate. Log y has derivative 1 upon y dy dx. First function into derivative of second. What is derivative of log of sin x? 1 upon sin x into derivative of sin x, which is cos x. So answer should contain log x into cot x. See, this happens only in B. So you need not simplify this further. You can draw the conclusion that correct answer is B, Bombay. But one more time I will tell you this. Are you going to use shortcut method? You have to be extra careful. In fact, for CET, you should remember this as standard result. What is derivative of x raised to x? It is x raised to x into 1 plus log x. But how to prove this? Simple. Both base and index are variable, so go for logarithmic differentiation. I don't think you need explanation for this. Again, don't take log in the first step, because if you say this is u, this is v, log of u plus v is not log u plus log v. Don't open the bracket. That is not log into m plus n, right? So you have to differentiate this and this separately. Of course, in both the cases, logarithmic differentiation. Now we know that derivative of x raised to x is x raised to x into 1 plus log x. Yes, so in answer we need this, and this happens only in D. So we need not differentiate the second part, but if required, you should be able to differentiate that. But here at least it is not required. So the correct option is D, Delhi. Same thing, f of x is x raised to sine inverse x. We say log fx is, and so on, derivative of log fx 1 upon fx f dash of x. So what is f dash of x? Fx into, means in the answer x raised to sine inverse x must be there, right? So that is present only in option D. Now you may say, sir, it is possible that upon x is there, so laws of indices we get this. But remember, in the product rule we require two terms, so that possibility is ruled out. So the correct option is D, Delhi. Now this one, if y equal to tan x raised to tan x raised to tan x, then what is derivative at pi by 4? Why is this? F of x is tan x, g of x, that is index, is tan x raised to tan x. What is derivative of tan x? Sec square x. So dy dx. In fact, I haven't mentioned the rule here. See, this is logarithmic differentiation only, but if this is fx and this is gx, then you can remember the derivative directly. Let me explain that. Dy dx, basically log is taken, that step is not written. So 1 upon y dy dx equal to, so dy dx is y into, right? So tan x raised to tan x into derivative of tan x, which is sec square x, plus second function is this into derivative of log of tan x. Now rather log of tan x into derivative of second function, which is tan x raised to tan x. Okay, now we need not simplify this. Why? Because at x equal to pi by 4, what is log of tan pi by 4? Tan pi by 4 is 1 and log 1 is what? 0. So 0 into, so this part becomes 0. Tan pi by 4 is 1, 1 raised to 1, that is 1. Sec pi by 4 is root 2. Root 2 ka square is 2. So 2 upon 1. So it is nothing but 2. See, basically y is also there, but if you put x equal to pi by 4, 1 raised to 1 is what? It is 1 only. Is that clear? I'll explain this part again. See, if y is f of x raised to g of x, then we have to perform logarithmic differentiation only, but it is not mentioned here. So it is y into tan x raised to tan x, because see, after taking log, this will be what? Tan x raised to tan x log of tan x. Now derivative of log of tan x is 1 upon tan x into sec square x, right? Plus second function log of tan x into derivative of first. But I haven't actually obtained the derivative. See, for this again we have to perform logarithmic differentiation, but fortunately this is not required, because we have to find derivative at pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 is 1, log 1 is 0. So the correct option is C. Now this is an interesting sum. If y equal to 1 plus x into 1 plus x square, 1 plus, this should not be bracket raised to 4. This should be 1 plus x raised to 4. This 4 should be here. Up to what? 1 plus x raised to 2n. Then dy dx at x equal to 0 is, you have to take logarithm. So log y, logarithm of product, is sum of the logarithms. I haven't mentioned all the terms. Now differentiate derivative of log y, 1 upon y dy dx. Derivative of log is 1 upon into derivative of 1 plus x, which is 1. What is derivative of log of 1 plus x square? 1 upon 1 plus x square into derivative of x square, which is 2x. Can you guess the next term? It is 1 upon 1 plus x raised to 4 into derivative of x raised to 4, which is 4x cube, and so on. I haven't mentioned them. Why? You will understand the reason. At x equal to 0, 1 upon y dy dx is 1 upon 1 plus 0, that is 1. Now denominator is always 1 because 1 plus 0 is 1. But numerator in all the terms from second onwards is 0 because x or powers of x are there. Is that clear? So 0 upon 1, always 0. So that gives me dy dx equal to y. But again, why is this? Put x equal to 0. So y is 1 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 and so on. So y is also 1 at x equal to 0. So the final answer is 1 given in option C. If y equal to x raised to x raised to x, then dy dx equal to y f x. What is f of x? I can use laws of indices because this is put in a bracket. So a raised to m raised to n, a raised to mn. Index and base both are variables. So logarithmic differentiation. Log y is x square log x. So what is 1 upon y dy dx? First function x square into derivative of log, which is 1 upon x, plus second function log x into derivative of x square, that is 2x. So what is dy dx? It is y into, in fact this is x square upon x, that is x. So if I take x common, I haven't written that step. If I take x common, then I get in bracket what? 1 plus 2 log x. So what is f of x? This x into 1 plus 2 log x. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. Actually, I should not have included this sum. This is a playgroup sum. Y equal to tan inverse log x. What is dy dx? Derivative of tan inverse u is 1 upon 1 plus u square into derivative of log x, which is 1 upon x. So the correct option is B, Bombay. If the derivative of tan inverse of a plus bx at x equal to 0 is 1, then 1 minus b cube plus a raised to 6 equal to. Now what is the derivative of tan inverse u? 1 upon 1 plus u square into du dx by chain rule. Derivative of a equal to 0, derivative of bx is b. So if x is 0, what is dy dx? It is b upon 1 plus a square. So remember this, b upon 1 plus a square is 1. Now cross multiply and then cube. So b cube is what? B cube is 1 plus a square cube. Now first plus second cube is cube of the first plus cube of the second plus 3 times product into first plus second, that is p plus q cube is p cube plus q cube plus 3pq into p plus q. Why to use this form? You will understand this. B cube is 1 plus a raised to 6 plus 3a square into 1 plus a square. But 1 plus a square, if you cross multiply, gives you b only. So that is b cube equal to 1 plus a raised to 6 plus 3a square b. Rearrange the terms to get value of this expression as what? Minus 3a square b. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. 42nd. If y is tan inverse of sec x plus tan x, dy dx is. We should try to express this in terms of tan, because then it becomes tan inverse of tan of. Basically you should know this, because what is if you are done integration, then what is integral of sec x? It is log of mod of sec x plus tan x, and the second expression is log of mod of tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2. Why? because sec x plus tan x using trigonometry is this only, right? So if you know this, you can save this time. But here I have explained that sec is 1 by cos, tan is sin by cos. 1 plus sin x is square of this. You can check this. A plus b ka square, a square plus b square, which is 1, plus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2, which is sin x. What is cos 2 theta? Cos square theta minus sin square theta. So cos x, cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. I have directly written factors. See, by this time you should be able to read between the lines. I haven't written 2 steps here. Okay, so 1 cos plus sin gets cancelled. What remains is cos plus sin upon cos minus sin. Now divide numerator and denominator by cos to get this. I can replace this by this. You can check it. Tan of alpha plus beta is tan alpha plus tan beta. Yes, tan pi by 4 is 1. Okay. So what is y? Tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2. Simply pi by 4 plus x by 2. What is derivative? Derivative of pi by 4 is 0. X by 2 is half x. Derivative of x is 1. So final answer is half, which is given in option C. Again, laws of indices. Okay. What is cosec inverse P? It is sin inverse 1 upon P. I have taken the reciprocal. Then I haven't mentioned one step. This is 1 upon a raised to root x. Find LCM and simplify to get this. Now I replace a raised to root x by tan. So this becomes sin inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, which is sin 2 theta. Sin inverse of sine of any angle is that angle, provided the angle lies between closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we assume that this condition is satisfied. So this is 2 theta, but what is theta? Tan inverse a raised to root x. Differentiate. Derivative of tan inverse u is 1 upon 1 plus u square into derivative of u. Derivative of a raised to root x is a raised to root x log a into derivative of root x, which is 1 upon 2 root x. This 2 gets cancelled. You will notice that this answer is given in option B. Here a raised to m raised to n, a raised to mn. If y equal to sin inverse of cos x plus cos inverse of sin x, what is dy dx? The first method is donkey method, differentiate the function as it is, but we will be using shortcut method. Now sin inverse of sin we need. So can you express cos in terms of sin? Yes. Cos x can be replaced by sin of pi by 2 minus x. Sin x can be replaced by cos of pi by 2 minus x. So this is simply pi by 2 minus x plus again pi by 2 minus x. So y is pi minus 2x. Differentiate. So finally it is minus 2, which is given in option C. See, I have used shortcut method here. No need to simplify after this stage. I'll explain. Sec x plus tan x square. Sec is 1 by cos, tan is sin by cos, so square of this, that is 1 plus sin square upon cos square. What is cos square? 1 minus sin square. What are factors? 1 plus sin, 1 minus sin. 1 plus sin gets cancelled, so it is 1 plus sin upon 1 minus sin. Now you need not simplify this. Then I put here y equal to tan inverse of this. Remember, tan inverse of p plus q upon 1 minus pq. Yes, sin x is 1 into sin x is what? Tan inverse p plus tan inverse q. Derivative of this 0. What is derivative of tan inverse sin x? 1 upon 1 plus sin square x into derivative of sin x, which is cos x. So the correct option is D, Delhi. If y is tan inverse of 2 upon e raised to minus x minus e raised to x, then 1 plus e raised to 2x dy dx equals. Now I replace e raised to x by tan theta. Again, I haven't written 1 or 2 steps. So I get 2 upon basically 1 upon tan theta minus tan theta. So rearrange the terms to get this. 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta is tan 2 theta. Tan inverse of tan 2 theta is 2 theta. But what is theta? theta is tan inverse e raised to x. What is derivative of tan inverse e raised to x? 1 upon 1 plus square of e raised to x, which is e raised to 2x, into derivative of e raised to x by chain rule, which is e raised to x. Rearrange the terms to get this. We are asked to find the value of this. Y1 is nothing but dy dx. So it comes out to be twice e raised to x, which is given in option A. F of x is cos inverse of 1 minus log x square upon 1 plus log x square. We are asked to find f dash of e. Now, put log x equal to tan theta. Reason? Common sense. You have to simplify this. If you put log x equal to tan theta, then only 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but cos 2 theta. So cos inverse of cos 2 theta is 2 theta. Now tan theta is log x, so theta is tan inverse log x. What is the derivative? 1 upon 1 plus log x square into derivative of log x, which is 1 upon x. Now we are asked to find derivative at which point? E. Put e, x equal to e. Log e is 1. We are doing calculus. In calculus, it is customary not to mention the base if it is e. So this is log e, that is 1. And finally it is 2 upon 1 plus 1, that is 2. 2 gets cancelled. 1 upon e, that is e raised to minus 1. So the correct option is D, Delhi. If y equal to sec inverse root x minus 1 upon x plus root x plus sine inverse x plus root x upon root x minus 1, then dy dx is. You must have observed that these are reciprocals of each other. Now, what is sec inverse of p? It is cos inverse of 1 upon p. Take the reciprocal of this as it is. Now cos inverse of p plus sine inverse of p is simply pi by 2. So y is pi by 2. What is derivative? 0. So the correct option is B, Bombay. Y equal to tan inverse root of 1 plus x square plus root of 1 minus x square upon root 1 plus x square minus root 1 minus x square. You should remember that table expression substitution which we discussed in derivatives. Remember, we'll be using this in integration also. Okay, so if you go for this substitution, then root 1 plus cos 2 theta is root 2 cos square theta, that is root 2 cos theta. Here root 2 sin theta, denominator root 2 cos minus root 2 sin. You won't see root 2 because I have cancelled it. Now divide numerator and denominator by cos, you get 1 plus tan upon 1 minus tan. This is expansion of tan of pi by 4 plus theta. So what is y? Tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 plus theta, which is pi by 4 plus theta. Now x square is cos 2 theta. So it is 2 theta cos inverse x square. So what is theta? Half of that. This I have written half cos inverse x square. Derivative. This is u. Derivative of cos inverse u is minus 1 upon root 1 minus u square into derivative of u, that is derivative of x square, which is 2x. If you simplify, you get this as the final answer, which is given in option C. Good. Now this is the last sum of today's lecture, 50th sum. If y is cot inverse of 4 plus 5 tan x upon 5 minus 4 tan x, then what is dy dx? What is y? It is given to be cot inverse. Now cot inverse p is tan inverse 1 upon p, reciprocal of this. Okay. Now in the formula you will notice that denominator is either 1 plus or 1 minus, plus sign is there, but this has to be 1. So will you write 4 as 1 plus 3? Yeah, 4 is 1 plus 3, but useless. So we divide numerator and denominator by 4. So 5 by 4 minus tan x upon 1 plus 5 by 4 tan x. Same logic. Tan inverse of p minus q upon 1 plus pq. Tan inverse p minus tan inverse q. But again, what is tan inverse of tan x? X. Differentiate. This being a constant, derivative is 0. So final answer is y1, that is dy dx, is minus 1, which is given in option B. So we stop today. In the next lecture, we'll be again discussing 50 new sums on derivatives. Thanks.